Hello, everybody. How are you? Today I'm going to talk about landscape photography. Um, we have been in a pandemic state, so the landscapes and travels almost imply some travels to get beautiful landscapes. So this video is only I will do more than one video about this, and this video we will talk about. I will talk about the gear we must have. Okay, um, for landscape we will need a camera, of course, and normally I take and it's usual among the photographers that do landscape, a wide angle objective, normally a zoom, and a teleobjective zoom. So I usually use the 16 to 35 zoom, and the other is the 100 to 400 or the 70 to 200 millimeters. So because sometimes we have too many things in our landscape, and so when we get a bigger objective with a focal distance that will narrow the view of the photo, or waterfall, or the sun in the mountains. Sometimes there are many things, and with a zoom, with a teleobjective, we can reach more. We can go to that highlight of the photo. Okay, of course sometimes we follow the lines that take us to that light, or take us to the objective of the photo, the waterfall or whatever. So when there is not too much, and we want to grab to put everything in the photo, because there is not too much but a beautiful sky or a beautiful sunset, I usually use my zoom, my wide angle zoom, 16 to 35. Okay, we can take photos without nothing else, only this, and especially if the camera is stabilized. But if you want to have a photo, if you want to print the photo, and if you want a large format for printing, I advise to have a tripod, and like that you can fix the photograph, and you can do high dynamic range photos. You can use bracket photos, you can stack photos, you can do, I will talk about that later, but you can do many things. So the gear mainly is the camera, a wide angle zoom, and the teleobjective zoom. That's what I usually do. But you can do landscape photography with many other objectives, many other lenses. So it depends on the size of your landscape. If you are in a big landscape, and there is not very distracting things in the frame, you can use your wide angle zoom. But if there are many distracting things that maybe don't beneficiate the photo, maybe you can use the 70 to 200 or the 100 to 400. I normally take the 100 to 400 and the 16 to 35. That's the main gear that I take. And I take pictures, take photos like that. Of course, I normally take a tripod because I know what I'm going to do. I know already that I'm going to use use sometimes I use filters. So normally neutral density filters and polarizer filters to get more of contrast and more better images, okay, and you can get it. How you focus that, how you can take a good photograph of landscape. In the next video I will talk about it, where to focus your landscape photo. But this was the main things that I would like to tell you, that usually all landscape photographers use this. Okay, that's what they use, that's what I learned to use too, and I see the benefits. Most of the people use only the wide angle, but sometimes we need to focus in a specific thing, because there are many distracting things in the photo, and the photo becomes too full of things, and we cannot, and we don't organize ourselves to see what's the main objective, what's the main purpose of that photo, and what's the, so we must have an highlight or something that we are taken by the photo, to highlight, to a waterfall, to a sun in the mountain, or to snow in the mountain. So we need sometimes to get that, because we are too far away. We need a teleobjective lens to get that in the frame. So don't forget, these are the main things. The tripod, it's needed or not, but if you are going to use filters, yes, of course, and if you are going to print too, because it will be much with a better quality, because printing that's will be another video about printing, because you can print a photograph from a phone, and in the big format, A2, but if you see the photograph too far, the photograph is nice, but when you get close to the photograph, you will see the difference between resolution, and if you want big formats with good resolution, when you are near the photo, then you will need to have a tripod to have to have no defocused areas in the photo. Okay, well, this is all I have to say today. I will talk next day. It's the landscape. The next time I will talk about filters and what filters should we use. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like if you like it. Don't forget to ring the bell to be advised about new videos I'm going to talk. But this was important. But the main thing is that you can use almost any lens to do landscape photography. But the wide angle zoom and the teleobjective are, I think, are really needed to landscape photography. The best photographers of landscape use both. So they use both, and with good results, and I've proved that with my photos too. I will try to put someday. I'm not in the very good position to put this film to put photos in this film, but I can do one day, after I talk about all these things, would be because I have some photos that use filters, that use long expositions. I don't want to show them now already because they need to. I will not have to explain why I use that lens or that particular lens. So don't forget to subscribe. It's important, and for the maintenance of this channel, because I have no brand, as I said before. I have no brand behind me. I haven't talked till now about no brand too. I haven't talked about my gear, what gear I use. I will talk to, and so wait for the next videos for that. But for now, this is the main important thing. In the next video, I will talk about landscape and filters. Okay, landscape photography and filters, and what are they for in landscape photography. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, and be okay. Good health. Okay, thank you.